This is Mia for Omnificent Tarot. I'm recording this on the 4th of July, right after my meditation. I'm not sure if I'm going to post this yet because it might be very personal. The meditation I had yesterday was very personal, specific to my career, my vision, my life's work. And the meditation I had today was no less amazing, very powerful, and deeply personal. So if this reading gets to be a bit personal, I won't post it. This is my personal reading that I do after meditation to just confirm messages from Spirit, from my meditation, and to see if there's anything that I need to know to let other Lightworkers know at this time, or to pass on to other Lightworkers. For the crystals I used for meditation, I used Pyrite, the red Calcite, Citrine, and Tiger's Eye. I wanted to do lower chakras meditation. I thought I was going to do a money reading today, but I let whatever Spirit wants to tell me and whatever comes through to guide the reading, to guide the meditation, the messages. And I was looking for meditation music that had all three solfeggio frequencies for the root, sacral, and solar plexus chakras, but I couldn't find one that had both 396. 396 is related to the root chakra. 432, the sacral chakra, and 528, which is related to the solar plexus chakras. So I found one with 528 and 396, and I figured I'd play 432 during the reading, but I actually was guided to play 444 hertz, and I felt 444 was very significant at this time. All 222, 444, 888, doubles, triples, quadruples of those numbers, 10, 10, 12, 12, 11, 11, of course. All these numbers have been very significant recently. And I'm using sandalwood incense during my meditation and for this reading. So I've been kind of guided to do a general reading, a general checkup. I'm just going to first start with a spirit message, and then go into love, career, finance, environment, health, and additional spirit message, spiritual health. So I'm going to start with main message from Spirit message. As between this reading, just the general reading, or the Celtic cross, which is what I usually do after meditations, but I got guided to do this general reading instead. Queen of Air and Chariot. Wow. I think the last reading I did was a love reading for Lightworkers, and it was the Hermit and the Chariot. I feel like this is Lightworkers coming out of their Hermit phase, and even if you feel like you weren't really in a Hermit phase, like you kind of were, even though you might have been, still full speed ahead in your career, in your relationships with friends, family, and romantic ones, work ones. There was a part of you that was being like a recluse, like you weren't showing everyone the full you, your full potential, the full person you've become, the full power that is in you. It's very hard for people to see people they know differently, whether that's a family member that's known you for all your life, a friend that's known you for a very long time, co-workers that have worked beside you for 6 months, a year, a few years, 5, 10 years, neighbors that have lived by you for several months, several years. It's hard for people to really know Lightworkers if they aren't aware that that world exists. If they're not aware of energy, how are they gonna be aware of someone that holds a lot of energy? I mean, sometimes it's very apparent. For example, celebrities, well-known people, leaders of the community, these people tend to hold a lot of energy, and people give them a lot of attention, ask them for a lot of help or a lot of their time, their energy. But if you're leading a very simple, ordinary life, seemingly to 3D people, to the normies, to people who live in a more physical life, they're not going to be able to see the energetic life of someone such as a light worker. So I feel like a lot of people haven't been able to really see you fully in your full magnificent power, because most people don't have that vision, the capacity to see that in others' energy, in others' soul, in others' spirit. So for some reason here, I feel like you're stepping out of, it's not so much a hermit mode, it's more of a, people didn't have the right kind of glasses to see you, the right kind of energy to see you. That's so interesting. Either that means that more people are waking up and able to see energy and understand energy, feel energy, and see it in others, or you're aligning your life and your path with more people, more light workers that can actually see you. It's one or either or both of these. I'm curious to find out which. Okay, so I feel it's been a long time coming. Actually, that's one of the messages that I got in my meditation. I wrote it down in my journal here. It's okay to share this. Where is it? Where is it? You have await and awaited your turn. I heard the word await and awaited at the same time, because time works differently in on the energetic plane of existence. So I heard you have await and awaited your turn. So I was like, great, thanks. Yeah, that's cool. Thanks for the message. Waited for what? And it said blissful happiness and a rank among your peers. So it's interesting because we're living kind of two lives. One in the physical realm, and then one on the energetic realm. It's kind of your human spirit, your human self, and your soul, your higher self. And most humans, normies, have been so closed off from source energy that they can only see the physical aspect of people. And if you ever talk to someone who is a light worker or does a lot of energy work, has done a lot for their self-mastery, service to others, just very connected, you'll notice that when you talk to them, you're talking to them on so many different levels. Everything you say will have like so many different meanings in so many different areas of your life. It has so many facets to it. What you talk about, the words that you choose and such. But also you can have like a telepathic conversation going on while you have a physical, verbal conversation going on. It's kind of crazy. I mean, I haven't met anyone who's really like conquered that skill yet, but it's there. It's definitely, I've definitely had that with people, and some people unintentionally, like they don't realize that they're doing that. But yeah, like that's what this card represented. It's like you have awaited your turn. Okay. Oh wow, 2 sevens. Okay. This came out in reverse. 2 sevens is you're on the right path. And the pentacles and the cups are both receptive elements, the receptive suits. Asked, what is this that Lightworkers have awaited for? And it's like your blissful happiness, but that's kind of like all that you've wished for, dreamt of, wanted. It was a really trippy meditation. I guess I'll say this, and either I'll keep this reading for myself or I'll post it, but I was talking about myself in the third person, and it's because I was my soul, my higher self, talking about my human self and how much I've done, how much I've gone through and accomplished and done for others, and how I'm deserving of my highest potential life, of happiness and all these things that I've wanted, that life can provide, that the source can provide, and that I appreciate it. Like I appreciate all the things that are given to me. I appreciate beauty in all things. I appreciate little things all the time. And it was so weird talking about myself in the third person, and yeah, interesting. Every once in a while in my meditation, a beautiful, powerful, energetic, divine being will come through, and they'll make their presence known, and they'll tell me who they are, and they'll show me an image of themselves, and they each have their own like vibration frequency, so I can tell when it's a specific energetic being. And this time it was Shiva, and Shiva is one of those powerful energetic beings that has been with me since the get-go. When I first awakened, it was Archangel Metatron, Shiva, the Arcturians, these are some of the high vibrational energetic beings that I connected with a lot. And you can see this as parts of your mind that you're connecting to, and also something without your body. Within your body, it's parts of your mind, and without your body, it's the energy vibration in all things. So Shiva is obviously the representation of the divine masculine. And right before I sat down to meditate, I actually was taking a Epsom salt bath, and like I asked for divine masculine energy to help me with, some career stuff and some life stuff. And then it's so interesting that I sat down for meditation, and I had the highest iteration of divine masculine energy come through. It's been very powerful and interesting these past few days meditating. I know a lot of people have been talking about that they can't meditate or they don't feel like to, and that's fine. Be guided, you're going to be guided to do what you need to do at this time. I just know I'm ready for the next step, so it's good for me to meditate and eat healthy, and only give my energy to those that I feel like I can give to, and really like keep to myself, or keep my energies to the things I want to focus on. And I've noticed that I'm usually like a few days, a few weeks, or a few months ahead of a lot of other light workers, spiritual friends I have, other tarot card readers that I see, and just my viewers, because I'm here to give you guys a heads up of what's to come. So I feel like if you're not there, if you feel like not meditating and not doing spiritual practices, eating healthy or whatever, like that's fine, because that's exactly how I felt just in the past few months, few weeks, up until recently. This is a very significant time for me. If you know me personally, this week is like significant in my changeover to my new life. So if you're not here already, this is what's to come very soon. Oh wow. Okay, the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, because I've been mentioning money. Like I was thinking about using my pyrite and emerald and some good money crystals during my meditation, but then I was guided to do lower chakra meditation. By the way, a lot of lower chakra meditations, they do one chakra at a time. So if you're starting off with meditating with solfeggio frequencies, I would definitely do one chakra at a time, one solfeggio frequency at a time, to see how it affects you, and then play around with combining solfeggio frequencies, like I did the root chakra and the solar plexus chakra today, and then other frequencies like 444, which we're listening to now. And yeah, it's kind of fun to meditate with the music and the frequencies like that. Yeah, so I was thinking about doing a money reading for the Lightworkers, but it kind of came up in the last two readings I did for Lightworkers. But that's a given, and I'm getting it's abundance in a lot of things. It's not just money, it's community, it's people, it's living situation, it's career, it's a network of people. Yeah, so people that are going to be with you in the ways of friendship, relationships, romantic relationships, and soul family, people who are like family to you, neighbors and co-workers, colleagues and stuff, but also just like network of people you can talk to here and there for like specific interests or specific reasons, like just for work or just for investing or just for talking about your spiritual experiences or just for love or something like that, you know. So definitely like a lot of people coming into your life, but like the right kind of people. And like I'm not saying like you're gonna get like hundreds of people just coming in. For some of you maybe, but like your true few, like your inner circle, your, whether they're new people or people from your past, like people, temporary alliance and moving and changing. Okay. Okay. What is a temporary alliance about? I'm curious. Okay. Interesting. So just co-workers, employees, boss, people you work with. Okay, so there's going to be temporary alliances formed with people that you need to work with, and it doesn't necessarily have to be for the work you do, your job that you do for money or your career. It could be people that you work for, like your family, maybe for like a family event, maybe there's a wedding or a funeral or something of that sort. It could be a work project. It's like, okay, this is the last project that I need to do with this group. Let me just form a temporary alliance here with these coworkers, whether you like them or not, to just get this project done, and then I can get promoted or move on from this career or leave this particular office or you know, train them, so this will not be my responsibility again. But there's something about having a temporary alliance. Maybe it's a bunch of friends or friends of a friends that you just need to work with in order to get this done for this person or for this charity or whatever. So I'm getting that this might be people that you don't necessarily want to talk to, but will get things done with in order to move and change. I'm going to get more specifics. Two of Cups. Okay, wow. In this deck, the Two of Cups is time to make up. So I feel like that you're like making this up to someone, or someone's making this up to you, or something like that. Like, what is this moving and changing? Could I get clarification on moving and changing? Knight of Cups. Okay, wow. So in this deck, the Knight of Cups is deep involvement. So I feel like you have a temporary alliance. I feel like you may feel some sort of guilt that you're moving on from this job or position or family situation or friends group or living situation or community or something of that sort. And, you know, you're willing to get done what needs to be done. You'll take charge. You'll talk to people even if you're not on, you know, the same, if they're not on the same vibe as you, or they're not particularly people that you care to work with or exchange energies with any longer. You know, people that you're letting go, work that you're letting go, living situations that you're letting go, a lifestyle that you're letting go. But you have like this, I don't want to say guilt, because I feel Three of Swords. Yeah, you do. You feel a little bit guilty, or a little bit bad that you might be moving on from the situation. You might feel like you're leaving people in a bad situation, or leaving them stuck, or, you know, they're not going to be better off without you. Like, you kind of feel like you might be, you need to make it up to them. So you're kind of like doing what needs to be done in order to help out as many people as you can before you move or change into your new life, into your new lifestyle, a new job, new relationship, new home, or whatever it is. So I feel there's a tiny bit of guilt, or like you owe someone something, or a group of people something, or you kind of know what you mean to this team or this group of people, and so you feel bad leaving the situation or changing or moving or whatever. Yeah, King of Cups. When I saw the Knight of Cups come up, I thought it was the King of Cups for a second. But yeah, it's but yeah, what you're moving on to is so much better and kind of worth it. Like here, I feel like it's like something that you kind of feel like you can't grow in, evolve in. Like you kind of have to be stuck at this level where everyone else is, or what the energy is in that kind of work. That there's no way of climbing up the ladder, moving up, getting promoted, having all your wishes and dreams, and the kind of home and the kind of money and the kind of life that you can have. And here are all these people that are on your level. They know what you're talking about. They're moving forward. They're excited. They know what you're talking about. They can understand your visions, and they're doers. They don't just talk about their vision. Not only do they have really good imagination and they're very talented and skilled, but they're also very kind, generous, loving, filled with light. But they also are people who want to do these things, and they're kind of your kind of people. Whether it's a romantic relationship or people that you can work on a certain project with, live around, just even if they're just acquaintances. Like these are like people you want as acquaintances, because they inspire you, and you inspire them. It's like people that level you up versus people that can't level up any longer, or don't refuse to level up, or won't level up at the rate that you're leveling up. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. If we can get a time frame. Solar eclipse. Okay. A lot of cards popped up. I'm just going to pick up solar eclipse. 616 popped up. So I don't know if you've been seeing a lot of 666 or 616. If you know me from my previous channel, you know that like 666 is like a really beautiful number that a lot of people refuse to see in the light, and therefore really stunt their growth, because I feel like you can't get to 777 if you don't work through 666. So if you refuse to see 6 as a beautiful number that it is, 66, 666, and quadruple sixes, or 616, 1616, 6161, or any combination with 6 in it, you're not going to be able to get to the 777, the enlightenment, the more higher level thinking and perspectives, higher energetic vibrations. What are they looking up? Oh yeah, the next solar eclipse. Yeah, the solar eclipse, I think there's one coming up soon. We had one in April. The next solar eclipse is on October 25th. Okay. Yeah. And what was the other? The 16th, which is the end of this week. Sorry, next week. Yeah. I can see this being coming to a head around, yeah, twilight, late morning. Okay, so I see this energy starting from whenever you watch this, starting by tonight, tomorrow, and this kind of energy being really, really prominent until the solar eclipse. That's when it's going to be really, really powerful, this change into, you know, working with people, you know, feeling like you want to help as much as you can to those that you no longer want to exchange energies with, those you want to cut away from your life. Nothing, not that they're not kind or helpful or have been helpful to you or very loving of light, but there's something I heard recently, a quote, there's a difference of people that love you and that are there for you, and just because they love you doesn't mean that they're always there for you, right? So there's a time where you need to, you know, put your energy and focus to those that can carry as much love and be present with that love as much as you are able to you know, in order to live out your full potential. Okay, I'm going to stop this reading here because that's like a really good general message from Spirit, and then I'm going to do the general reading of what's coming up for love, career, finance, your health situation, and all that in a second part 2 of this reading. All right, much love and light.